Gold, gold. Matty, you're so right. I reckon this is the first time in the market that I've worked or been in real estate that I have owners say, do you reckon it's worth that much? This is the first time, right? This is the first time where the market has exceeded what your typical owner thought their home was worth, because most owners always think their home's worth more than the market. Not in this market, not in this market. What do I do in the next 3 months to get in the game, to get some business, right? Whether they're off track or whether they just were never on track, whether they just haven't worked out real estate. You know, would you be kind enough? Would you be open-minded enough to tell us what are some of the stuff you'd be saying to the people at the agency to get business in the next 90 days?
If you're an agent right now and you haven't got listings, you need to be going down and seeing your top 10 people that are going to sell in spring, have a face-to-face meeting with them with a plan, a calendar, a reverse calendar, which they stick on their fridge, which shows them why it might be a better idea to come on now. But if they were to go in spring, here's what they need to do right now, because spring's around the corner. It's June, July's coming soon, August, and all of a sudden we're only, 12 weeks away. Would it be smarter to list the property right now, off market, soft launch? I don't like the words off market. I do soft launch. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
And then see what we can do. We've got a heap of buyers around now that might want to pay a premium, because if we do come on the market, inverted commas, in competition, not in isolation in spring. So going, and if you've got no listings right now, go to your top 10 pipelines, go and have a face-to-face with them and have a crucial conversation. And I've got the data in our business to do that. So I can say, look, I'll print out a list saying, look, here's the auction bidders in April, May, June, and look at what it's trending to be July. I'll give them that data. So that data is available, I'm sure, from some of the data suppliers. I've just got my own internal data. So that's going to really open their minds up to buyer inquiry. And also, too, a lot of those owners that want to buy something. So if they sell in October or November, they're going to be waiting a long time. So here's my favourite question, Tom. Would you rather be a buyer in spring or a seller in spring? I think you'd rather be a buyer, given that information I've just given you. Let's make you a buyer in spring.
Would you? Oh, I love that. Would you rather be a buyer in spring or a seller in spring? I think you'd agree, if you're a bit like me, you'd rather be a buyer in spring. Let's make you
a buyer. Let's make you a buyer in spring.
Let's make you a buyer.
You've got to finish it off with that. That's the jab,
let's make you a buyer in spring. Yes, I love that.
That's your famous jab, jab, jab hook.
Jab, 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 jab. Now, Matty, can I ask you other things that come to your mind about getting business next 90 days?
Well, here's what I'd be doing. You've got a whole lot of properties. If you've been in the business a while and you don't have stock, you've got a whole lot of owners on your database who may sell if you had a buyer. So why wouldn't you start there? If you've got a buyer and they go, look, I'm Mr. and Mrs. Panos, they're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage property in Haberfield. Oh, I sold one of them 3 years ago. Let me ring the Joneses that I sold a Haberfield house to 3 years ago and tell them that the Panoses are looking to buy. Would you sell it? You know how many sales our business creates out of that dialogue, Tom, by going back to their current...
Gold, Matty, you're so right. I reckon this is the first time in the market that I've worked or been in real estate that I have owners say, do you reckon it's worth that much? This is the first time, right? This is the first time where the market has exceeded what your typical owner thought their home was worth, because most owners always think their home's worth more than the market. Not in this market, not in this market.
So, Tommy, that's a real off market, but it was never coming on the market. So we need a new term for this, right? We need a not on the market, off market. Is that one? How's that sound?
Yeah, that's
a not on the market, off market.
That's the one, and I like that. If I had a buyer that would pay $1 million, right, for your home, would I be wasting my time having them a chat to them about it, right? And then they say, is it worth that much?
Yeah.
Right?
So, Tom, what we've just brought into your gym now is strategic thinking.
Love it. You know what, as you're talking, Matty, I just thought of another powerful thing that people can be doing right now, getting on the phone and ringing up everyone in their database, not even the ones that said that they were going to come onto the market. These are just people that somehow got there. They own real estate in your area. I don't know what had happened. Maybe you appraised it 4 years ago, and saying this to them: Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, it's been 411 days since COVID began in Australia. How have those 411 days impacted your view on your current home?
Yes, great.
Because I reckon a lot of people have been thinking about their home since COVID started. COVID clarity, they call it. Best 3 sentences, words, scripts, dialogues, call them what you like. Things that you've heard agents say that have really got good cut through, right? My agents love that.
I'm thinking about this, Tommy. So you want gold? We'll give you some gold. Hopefully this is gold, right? So first one is
I'm pulling out my phone. I'm pulling out my phone, because I want to put it on here and go, Matty.
Okay, let's rip in. First one is when you've got a buyer who's looked at a home a few times but hasn't made an offer, you say, Tom,
it's given you a test drive of Real Estate Gym. Let me tell you, if you're a subscriber and a member of the gym, you'll be getting videos from our co-coaches all the time. You'll be getting mentors, you'll be getting scripts, you'll be getting dialogues, you'll be getting templates, and most importantly, My Prospector, your personal accountability system to make more calls, get more appointments, get more listings. From around $10 per week, realestategym.com.au, your personal coach.